Oh, collective. They do not want me to get this message out, but I am about to get it out. My phone just went dead, and I know it's on the charger, and it's a brand new phone. Four swords is in the reverse. It says busy, continue to act. The rest time is over. A request to act, return to work, healing, and restore previous. Your previous memories are being restored. This is what has allowed you to heal. This is heavy, okay? This is heavy. Listen, Seven of Swords is here. Listen, if the biggest part of our journey is to heal old childhood wounds, how can you heal something that you don't remember, but it's still there in the psyche and the subconscious, right? That means that you wouldn't be able to fully heal unless you could recollect your memory or recall your memory from what this situation is that occurred to you from when you were a child, right? You need to be able to heal that, right? Your memory was erased of this. So how can you heal that part of you? What is that? That's the last step for you to become the overall healer, right? For you to get into ascended master levels, for you to unlock spiritual gifts, right? So this is why so many people worked to make sure, one, you didn't heal all the way. This is why they may not have told you that this happened to you as a child, okay? And even if these people are forced to tell you or come out and say this to you or admit this, people in your family, they're going to say something like, well, we thought it was just best that you didn't remember because we felt like it was going to hinder you or hurt you. But be mindful. These are people. Listen, I heard auction off. Do you hear what I'm saying? Whomever trafficked you as a child and these other children, whatever faction raided this village, they were another cult. They were another cult. They were another cult. They were just simply stealing or raiding that village to steal y'all. And the way that this particular cult that rescued y'all or rescued you, let's say that, rescue everyone from this village. The way this particular cult works is they rescue children of trafficking from these places. They make them wards of the state, and then they auction them off to the highest bidder, which would be the adopted family. And they do this by way of false and fake adoptions. Okay. Four of Swords with the Nine of Wands. So how can you, if your memory was purposefully erased for you to be able to forget this, how could you heal that? That's the last bit of your healing. And people do not want your memory to come back because of this incident, but it's there. It's there. You have this pit of feeling in your stomach that your family is not really your family. Now, these could be like distant relatives that they adopted you to or off to, but nonetheless, they auctioned off. Everybody that was rescued from this village, they auctioned them off, period. And then for the children, they made them wards of the state. And then they did like closed and private adoptions to the highest bidders, which would be the people that you think are your family, so they could siphon your gifts, and so they could keep you bound, keep you from healing, keep you from remembering whatever this is that happened to you, and they could get their hands on this settlement money that the government has set aside to you, okay, for you being a victim of trafficking. And there's a King of Wands, King of Swords that knows this. And his wife's father and family are the culprits of this. His wife has been groomed to carry on this tradition. This is how they make their money. Five of Swords here with the Death. So when this King of Swords found this out about his wife and her family, he threatened to go public with it, or he even threatened to come forward and speak on it. Oh, baby, when I say this woman and all kind of corrupt officials worked to railroad this man and try and tie him into a murder charge or a murder trial, I'm telling you. Okay. There was a lot of planted evidence here. There was a lot of bribes taken. There was a lot of payoffs to corrupt officials to look the other way. There was a lot of evidence and witness tampering, okay? Eight of Swords. There was a lot of evidence and witness tampering and stuff. Eight of Swords came right back out. Okay. But this man came out on top. He won this trial. He came out of this trial triumphant. And we back to square one. First live. This is my fourth live doing this reading. When I say they don't want me to come out, because whatever is going on with you and a lot of people in the collective, a lot of people have had this feeling like their family's not their family. Oh, the black sheep of the family, maybe because it's not your fucking family. Maybe it's because a lot of kids, this is way before social media, way before publications, right? Trafficking has been going on for a very long time, bro. That's part of the spiritual war, is trafficking of God's chosen. And so they start targeting you when you're a child. And then you come up missing, you come up abducted, all these kids abducted. Those children are more than likely star seeds, okay? Light workers, light bringers, light bearers, indigo children. They are more than likely that. Some of them don't make it. Some of them become victim of organ harvesting. It's all surrounded around this spiritual warfare where they target the chosen, period, from the time you children. Why you think they're snatching all these children up off the streets? Adrenochrome and shit like that. These are all black market things. The trafficking rings, the child trafficking rings, the sex trafficking rings. These are all a part of the black market of the shadow government, you hear me? Of this spiritual war that has been going on by entities that want to take over the lands as well as the light and the energy of chosen ones to continue to harvest off of us, bro. Okay. Okay. This masculine could have even been a victim of this. And maybe he don't remember. I believe that there are government documents. Somebody done got their hands a hold to some government documents with children's pictures on them and everything, and who the families that they went to. But these are government documents, so they're not released to the public. They're not for public consumption. Okay, so listen. Somebody has got a hold to these files, and maybe I feel like that this possibly this King of Wands, King of Swords is the same person. His wife had files on chosen ones that she was targeting that were rescued from this trafficking ring when you were a child. This woman has targeted people that were rescued from this trafficking ring. There was a settlement issued by the government for all the survivors of the people that were rescued from this trafficking ring. That's your inheritance. That's your money. And it's been there since you were a kid, and you were supposed to have got it. But unfortunately, the highest bidders, AKA your family, AKA your adopted family that you probably don't know you're adopted into, they have been working behind the scenes with this Queen of Swords, her father, who is the ringleader of a lot of trafficking rings, and other people, including corrupt officials, to get their hands on this settlement money that has your name on it, collective. There's a case file that the government has with your picture on it, with your original name, and your name is not what you think it is. Your date of birth is not what you think it is, okay? This King of Wands could have even found out that maybe when he was younger, that he was a part of this ring as well. Ain't that some shit? So then that means that this woman that he married, this woman that came into his life, this woman he's probably been with a long time, she was sent purposefully in to be his handler. Fucking A, bro. There's a lot of shit going on here. Okay. You could be a Queen of Wands, or this could be her. This woman is awakened. This Queen of Swords is in reverse. She's like a dark high priestess. This is what her family does. This is her blood lineage. They are dark practitioners. But she has spiritual gifts. She has spiritual gifts. This woman is she could have been at a high capacity. I'm not going to say full capacity, but high capacity of utilizing her dark spiritual gifts against chosen ones, as particularly the ones that were rescued from this child trafficking ring that her father is the orchestrator of. Okay. These children weren't rescued. They were simply rescued from one cult, and then they went into another cult. And then everybody banked off of this shit. Everybody. Because these people in these trafficking rings, they are targeted because they are chosen ones. Spiritual war been going on. That's what all the physical wars really are about. The resources, the land, the people. It's really about the people. These wars are really about the people. They really are. 7 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So 7 of Swords in the reverse says an apology, good advice. See, I feel like this shit is finna be, I'm telling you, this shit is finna be blown wide the fuck out of the water. Y'all see it happening with the Navy or whoever the fuck they got deployed in all these different areas and stuff. What they are doing, they are putting these people, they're putting the National Guard in place because there is going to be a worldwide spread fucking riot over this shit. People are fucking tired. They are sick. They are hungry. They are fed the fuck up. And when people find out, because they are they not arresting whole police departments, bro? Whole communities, whole big mega fucking churches where people are fucking being found to be traffickers of humans and children and women. Are they? All this shit is finna, the lid is finna be blown off of this whole shit, and it is going to be found that the government knew the whole fucking time, bro. They knew the whole fucking time. They knew the whole fucking time. Where every kid was getting snatched up from, where they were going, who has them, what was being done to them. And there is going to be widespread. Man, when I say, bro, like, this why they got the fucking National Guard in place all over the places. Because people, come on now. Come on. Right, if y'all recall, last year, the feds raided, I don't know if it was UPS or FedEx. Y'all know how many of them trucks were filled with women and children? Go look it up. It's everywhere. National news. Go look it up. I think it was in Florida. Go look that shit up from last year. Whole trucks, like rows of trucks, bro. Rows of trucks full of women and children. Full. Shipping containers being found. Full of immigrants. Full of women and children. Everything that we have been going through is a part of this spiritual war. This shit did not just start. It's been going on, as I stated, for billions and trillions of years, because there are entities that are not of the God kind, okay? That are not of source, that want the source energy for themselves. So they came here and they have made every attempt to enslave us. The moment that they tried to enslave us, the spiritual war began. So we can go back dating predating Sumerian and Babylonian texts, predating the Dead Sea Scroll. The spiritual war has been going on. We're still in it, okay? And that's why you're targeted from the time you're a child. Then you're born. Okay, then you're born, and then a bond is issued. That would be sort of like a patent claim to your body is issued when you're born. Okay, a bond certificate, which means that they can bargain you off for resources and stuff from these other countries. Okay, your bargaining chip. The birth certificate is a bond that makes you chattel property, that makes you a bargaining chip. So anytime that they need collateral, liquid resources, hey, we got people, and we don't have anything in this world. We have people. They eating us. People really don't want to know what the fuck fucked up truth about what the fuck I know. The only animal that grows as fast and eats as fast as human consumption has grown today is humans. The fuck? The fuck? They can't grow cows fast enough. They can have as many farm-raised fish farms as they fucking want to. Ain't enough fish. The only thing that grows as fast as human and how much we consume, especially in meat, is humans. The fuck? Think I'm playing. All this shit is being blown the fuck up out of the water. All of it. All of it. Come on now. What's going to happen when nobody get no SNAP benefits? See, I really ain't fucked up. I know how to live off of the land. But it's a lot of people who don't, who are purposefully, a lot of people who are, it has been orchestrated a worldwide spread programming to make sure that people don't know how to live off of the land. So in the event that, oh my God, SNAP EBT benefits, they're gone, we're going to do away with them. You know what hungry people do? What hungry people going to do? Zombify. Cannibalism. A hungry motherfucker will do some crazy shit. We seen how bad it can get when it's loveless. People without love, they do crazy shit. We seen how bad it can get when people don't have money. People without money do some crazy shit. But can you imagine when people get hungry? Hungry. Do anything for a fucking meal. Because as much as they got going on and as much as they are doing, as much as they invade our non-privacy any fucking ways, there is no such thing as privacy. Get over it. We need to get the fuck over it. The light bulbs have transmitters in it. The TVs have transmitters in it. The fucking light poles outside of us have transmitters in it, along with cameras. The towers, the cell towers, everything. We have no privacy. We never have had no privacy. Why would they give their chattel property, their bond, their liquid resources, their collateral privacy? They need to know what the fuck their property doing at every given minute. Because at any given minute, they're going to need to borrow some shit for their fucking greed, right? For their greed. So they're going to need to make sure that they know where a couple of us at and a couple thousand of us at so they can auction us the fuck off to other countries. This shit ain't nothing. They all cults. They are all cults. Mega church, come on now. Big ass churches being busted for human trafficking. Nobody knew. All that money that motherfuckers be making a mega church. And no, you mean to tell me the IRS and the feds ain't got their eyes on whoever make big money? And they didn't know about the child trafficking, about the human trafficking. They didn't know, collective. They didn't know? Okay. Somebody done found themselves, there's a king of wands, king of swords, same person, done found themselves in the middle of a global fucking scheme. This is beyond treason. This Queen of Swords in the reverse could be a Queen of Pentacles. Of course she would be. This woman targets people who have settlement money set to the side from the government. If you don't believe that you've been experimented on their settlement, bro, it be so much shit, bro. And this is why I say public and private sectors. Because, see, we know about the shit in the public courts of law. That shit is made to the public. There's a private court sector. Do y'all not hear me? There's a shadow government. It operates in the private court sector, which means that everything that goes on in these courts of law, unlawful, okay, unjust, everything that goes on in there, you know nothing about it. You don't know the existence of these places. You don't know you're not supposed to know the documentation of these things that go on in these private courts. It's not publicized to the public. You don't know the names of these places, the people that own them and run them. Come on now. Why y'all think that they privatize the military, privatize the prison system? What y'all think going on, bro? We're in spiritual war. Somebody has found themselves deep in the middle of this shit. This shit deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's really deep. I just want people to think about what privatized means. That means that as the public and as their public property, okay, let's say you as a person, you're the public, okay? You're the public, with public collective. Let's say this. Anybody can travel on a public street. It's for the public, right? You're the public. That means you for the public. That means that anybody can do what to you as they will. You know why? Because you the public. How are you the public? Public is property, right? It's not really people. Well, you will be the public, and that bond certificate says that you chattel property. You public chattel property. That means you can be snatched on the street at any given time, and nobody really cares. Say I'm lying. Nobody gives a shit. And we know that the IRS, the CIA, the feds, they go where the money at. So all this big trafficking rings and shit like that, you mean to tell me nobody knows about them? Nobody knows the whereabouts of these children getting snatched up out the fucking streets? Nobody. When these people make money, and anywhere that there's money, nigga, there are eyes. I promise you. There are government eyes. There are official eyes. There are ABC boy eyes. Okay? They're all cults. How many of y'all wonder why? I'm gonna tell you something. Wheel of Fortune, okay? This is the collective. This is the chosen one's energy, abundance, and in everything. They never want to let your energy go. Never. Never. Don't you know that I have memories dating back from when I was 3, 2. I could tell you a memory before that would scare people. It is not normal, collective, okay? In no way, shape, or form for us to not remember anything before a certain age. Typically, most of us is 5, right? Typically, most of us most of us don't remember anything before we were like 5 or 6, right? No, a lot of people don't have memories of them times. Why? Right? That's not normal, collective. We are born with memory. The soul is memory. The DNA is memory. It's not a physical thing. It's a spiritual thing. We are born with our memories. It's not normal for us to not remember our childhoods. That was done on purpose. Because that's when our energy is the purest of essence. It's hear me? I remember before this life. And I remember before that life. And I remember before that life. And I remember before that life. We've been in spiritual warfare. That's how our souls keep getting captured and being put back into karmic loops, aka this world, this false matrix. I be wondering when the divine want me to come out and say certain stuff. But I'm not a fear monger, but it needs to be known, but I don't know how to really come out and say certain things. I didn't read Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Swords, it says an apology, good advice, constructive criticism, something that pays off for you, and the return of stolen items. These are these settlements to chosen ones that were trafficked as children, and then your memories were erased of the brutal things that were done to you to siphon your energy and adrenochrome and stuff like that. For the ones that didn't make it, adrenochrome, organ harvesting. Yeah. Yeah. Food. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Unstable, unbalanced, disorganized, wasteful, sadness, restlessness, hesitation, debt, unwise spending, inadequate efforts, and bad news. Also, this Queen of Swords in the reverse, her family owns like a surgery center where they do like BBLs and stuff like this. But this is one of them, one of them ones where you go like to the Dominican Republic, but this is not this. These people are like Indian. These people are like West Asian. I'm telling you what I love. I dreamt it last night. So people can be like, oh, that's just a dream. Well, you know what? I believe heavily in my dreams. I don't get shown these things for nothing. I saw a hotel. I saw a big hotel. I was just on one floor, but each of this hotel, on this particular floor, there were suites. And everybody in these suites, they were either going into surgery to get their body done, okay? Or they were coming out of it and they were recovering. I even seen a doctor pull one woman out of there. She had did her a BBL. Her vagina was out. It was bleeding. Trigger warning. 18 and older. I'm telling you, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? This Queen of Swords, her family is connected to that, like BBLs. This woman could be addicted to having like surgery, to having like work done on herself and stuff like that. Her family could have even, like her father, he could have even faked his death. He could have even faked his death before because possibly like what do you call it? A national warrant went out for this man. This is not like America's Most Wanted. This is like world's most wanted for her father. He could even have surgery done by one of his family surgeons / doctors, which is a woman, which is a Indian woman. I heard Barundi. Okay. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. But this woman could like surgery. She spends a ridiculous amounts of money on her looks and surgery. But this father, he could have had his face changed. Also, Belize. This also could have been in Belize too. This they can have like Indian people, West Indian people, but they can have this place could be like centralized in Belize. This masculine is going in and has went into witness protection. Collective. You may not know it. You are about to go into witness protection, or you're under witness protection right now for the actual good guy officials that have taken over now, that are taking over this plane of existence, that are taking over the corrupt court systems, both public and private. You're still under surveillance. You're still being watched 24/7. You could have been targeted by direct energy weapons and stuff throughout your life. If you had like body pains and aches and stuff like that, That is some of these shadow governments, direct energy weapons. It's been around. This stuff is not new. I told y'all we're in the Stone Age. We're in the primitive age. We know nothing. We are not highly technologically advanced like y'all think. The highly technological advances, they are from thousands, millions, and billions and trillions of years ago, like highly advanced. I keep hearing this noise. And it's not human, it's not demonic, it's a frequency. If I were to demonstrate how it sounds, and I know what I feel from it, I know what it's saying, but I don't know how to interpret it. It sounds like you know the noise that the Decepticons make? It's like that. I don't know how else to explain it, but I've been hearing it for like, I don't know, like 3 days or so. It's I don't know how to explain it to the collective. I don't know how to explain it. I can do things. I just can. I just can do things. Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, the only reason why this Queen of Swords comes from a wealthy family or a family who has wealth or old money is because they've been stealing it from the chosen ones. These people have been conducting experiments on the chosen ones. With the devil here. Secret experiments. I'm telling you. There's a Queen of Cups who has information about this village. About this village that's remote, with the 3 of Wands, possibly overseas, a remote village where they harvest children. Judgment has been called upon all of them. And there are good officials who have the information that they need. They are just waiting on the right proper time to strike, to raid. It's going to be a massive raid. Knight of Cups. They've been waiting on this. They have a passion for this. There's a raid of several establishments about to happen. Several establishments. One could be a chiropractor business, man, bro, that doubles as. Oh, also this place, this whatever this was, this surgery center, it doubles as a brothel. Like this high paid escorts go here too. So they could go there with their sugar daddies and stuff and sleep with the sugar daddy, and the sugar daddy then pays for their surgery. This is a way that they make payments too. There's a chiropractor getting ready to be linked to this that's finna be busted. It's several establishments. There's a chiropractor. There's a private, there's an inspector business about to be linked to this. There's a telecommunications business about to be linked to this. There could be a therapist or there's also a shell stock market company. There's also a shell company that is being used or utilized through a stock market that is about to be brung down for this. There's also a counseling service, like a couples therapy service that's about to be linked to this. Also, there's an in vitro fertilization center about to be taken down from this. Listen. We got King of Cups and the Five of Cups. There's a life insurance, several life insurance companies are about to be taken down from this. There's a protect service that's about to be taken down from this. This could be like a bodyguard service or something that's about to be taken down from this. This could be bodyguards of so-called like rappers and famous people, whatever service that the rappers or famous people hire for their bodyguard or protection. But when I cannot make it up with their bodyguard and protection, they're about to be taken down for being linked to this, bro. I'm telling you, there's an escort service here too. Many of them, at least 3 of them, that are about to be linked or put on blast for the public to know, for the public eye to see. An escort service, a high-paid, high-class escort service, baby, ran by this queen of swords. I cannot make it up. Cannot make it up. And this bitch get a lot of surgery, period. She get a lot of surgery, Man, Spirit saying that is the truth with the Most High God backing it up. I promise what I love. I promise what I love. Okay. Okay. There's a heart surgeon about to be linked to this shit. Man, bro, listen. I told y'all several companies, businesses, conglomerates, they're about to be linked to this shit and they're about to be outed. And this is going to cause worldwide, man, bro. This is going to blindside people, okay? And it's going to be a King of Swords possibly that's going to join the fight of rebellion for people to get what is theirs from these settlements that went on behind the scenes. And they've been taking people's settlements and giving them to options. Man, bro, listen, man. There's a group home about to be, man, there's an adoption agency about to be linked to this. There's group homes that's about to be linked to this shit, bro. I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up, bro. There's group homes that's about, listen, group homes that rescue these children from trafficking, make them wards of the state, and put them in these foster care systems, group home, adopted families, empress, children. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. But children that are highly advanced and civilized. They are meant to change the world. They are meant to bring endings. They are meant to awaken. Somebody loves how I'm single-handedly bringing this shit out, causing towers, major towers. They like that I do this for work. A King of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles. You want to talk to me? You want to invite me to a social gathering where you want me to speak on this? Yeah, about children of the sun. About the children of the sun. How they came forth, how they came to be on this plane of existence, what has went on, who has been holding them back. I'm telling you, children, healers, starseeds, chosen, okay? Baby, with the Ace of Wands. Somebody knows what I'm saying is the truth. A King of Pentacles. You know, this King of Pentacles knows what I'm saying is the truth. This person wants to invite me somewhere to speak on this. This person could be a public speaker. They may want to interview me on this. Because I'm trying to figure out Somebody wants me to take a trip to speak on this. What is this? But not after this rioting goes on for corrupt officials. I'm telling you, who wanted the earth angels rejected, who wanted people to see the earth angels as rejects, to see us. You know how they give out their story talking about the Nephilim, the demigods, how they were how they're supposed to be like rejects. They were rejected from heaven because of how they were created and stuff like that. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's a lie. God don't make no mess, and God don't make no rejects. Even the people that are karmic, they victims too. They just don't realize it. They too dumb, too stupid, too whatever they are, whatever they choose to be. They just don't want to see the truth. That's why they're easily I heard God has a disdain for certain factions. Why you think that these motherships is here? They are sending down ascension codes and light codes to not just awaken the masses, but to unlock powers, to unlock gifts. And people can say I'm crazy all they want to. I really don't care. I lived through some shit people ain't supposed to make it through to talk about. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care about nobody loving me, liking me, choosing me. I don't care. That shit is small potatoes compared to what God has shown me and what it is that I'm supposed to do. I don't care about none of that shit. Nobody has to like me. Baby, the hate only bring me more fame. So keep hating on me. Keep putting more eyes on me by hating on me, by slandering me, talking lies about me. Say I'm crazy. Say I'm crazy. Say my downloads are unreal, right? I know, bro. I've seen the end. I've seen the end. Why y'all think I got a zombie apocalypse emergency prepare plan set in place in motion for me and my children? Why you think that they're aware of that? The babies know where to go. The babies know what to do. We ain't on no doomsday shit up over here. We on healing stuff over here. Period. Because this shit can be offset. This shit can be balanced out. Make no mistake about it. We're not all here to, there's no way God put 144,000 on here and counting, because now it's and counting. Now babies are being born with their memory, with more of their memory. They're being born in an awakened state. So 144,000 and counting. Why y'all think that they do the immunizations? Put your ass right back to sleep, because we are born with our memories. The memory is in our DNA. The memory is in the coding of our DNA. The memory is the DNA. The memory is there. We should not remember before we are 5. That's not normal, bro. It's not normal. It's not normal. People wouldn't believe what I remember. I even say stuff, and like my grandma used to be like, "You remember that?" Yeah. But who knows? There's a baby picture of me, There's a baby picture. I'm assuming, because all the other baby pictures, all the other toddler pictures of me, they burnt up in that fire that I was supposed to die in, that we should all died in. Right. When I was 6. I ain't scared of a motherfucking thing, collective. I'm really not. Motherfucker came up over here. Somebody teenage sons came up over here and kicked in my whole fucking door. And I got right up that next morning and got on here and recorded with peace. I didn't project. I didn't remain angry. I actually let it go quite fast. Because I know that those boys, whomever those teenage boys were, whoever sent them over here, I know they all gonna get karma. I know they all gonna get it in a way. Man, bro, like, I'm not worried about none of that shit. Nobody decided to protect me. Cool. I know why. I see why. Sending in the fake ass lovers and these whack ass practitioners. I know why. There's also somebody who did, y'all already know that they do magic under the moon. Y'all already know they was going to try to utilize that cycle. That was a setup anyways. Whoever did magic last night, they fucked. And there's somebody that did magic, a group of people. It could be a couple of females that did some type of magic last night. Baby, when I say that shit finna backfire in the worst way, this is why I don't fuck with witchcraft and I don't do that spell work shit. Because see, some spell work is so powerful where you have to get the pronunciation of every word, every syllable precise. And if you mispronounce any syllable, any letter, any word, if you mispronounce it, the ramifications, think about in Harry Potter, right? When he kept getting, remember, it was like a flick of the wand or how they pronounce the particular incantation, right? And it would backfire in such a way where it would have harmful or detrimental effects, right? And that's because some spell work with the incantations and stuff that these people use to invoke and stuff. You have to pronounce the letter, the word, the syllable to a T. And somebody didn't do that shit right last night. And when I say, baby, backfire, heavy backfire. And it could have been people because I have a feeling that whomever this was, if there's a surgery center, man, it's going to go down for this shit too. It's like where they do BBLs, they do cosmetic surgery, but it's like in Belize. It's like there was a lot of West Asian, West Indian people there. Okay, and I keep hearing Burundi as well. So whatever that is. Somebody's name could be Alma. Give me more on that moon magic. There's a backfire of a spell. Some incantation was not said right. Oh, it's gonna be brutal. Somebody could have tried to invoke some type of crypt like energy or entity. I'm telling y'all, 3 of Cups right here. Whatever they did last night, it's gonna backfire. And it's gonna be bad. But yeah, in this cosmetic surgery place, this is like, it's hidden. It's don't nobody know about this except for people who got like money. And you know, this is where like sugar daddies take their little sugar babies and they high paid escorts secretly to have body work done for them to get snatched. I don't know what it was. It wanted to come out. But they were doing spell work in here too. When that doctor was working on the first woman that I saw, because I walked into a room and I was with these 2 other females, and the 2 females that I was with, one of them, she was real bossy, and she kept talking about how she kept telling like the hotel owner, whoever the person is that books the suites, she was yelling at her and telling her to call the woman that had booked one of the bigger suites to call her and tell her that the suite was not available and they were going to have to reschedule her stay. And the woman got on the phone and she called this woman, and the woman on the other line was screaming, yelling like, "What you mean, blah, blah, blah." But this is one of them like snatched surgery centers where you don't know about. It's private, it's kept under wraps and stuff. Like I said, this is where like sugar daddies take their sugar babies, take their escorts and shit like that, paid prostitutes to get their body done. And it's with no paper trail. Like they can pay in cash. There's no receipts, really. You know, it's nothing like that. And like the women that was coming there with their sugar daddies, sleeping with the sugar daddies first, having sex with them in order for the sugar daddy to turn around, pay the surgeon's nurse, the cosmetic surgeon's nurse, the money to get the procedure done. But they had to sleep with them first. When I say this shit finna be blown out of the water, because they do spell work here too. But the doctor that does the cosmetic surgery is a practitioner herself. She keeps, man, bro, hold on. She keeps people's whatever fluids and stuff that's collected and fat or whatever that she keeps from these surgeries. She keeps that and does witchcraft with it. There's a card that came out here. Five of Swords. I'm telling you, like, a lot of people think that their families are their families. Like, and you even, listen, you could have had surgery done on your face when you were in this a part of this child trafficking ring or afterwards. And during the time that you had this surgery done on your face as a child, we're talking about reconstruction of the face as a child to make you look like the people that adopted you. I'm gonna fuck with some people's heads right here. I'm telling you, I seen it. I seen it. And this, whatever they do, the reconstruction of children's faces and stuff, because, you know, the technology and AI and all that facial recognition, they kidnap these kids and then they send them to these underground doctors and surgeons, and they reconstruct these children's faces and they do memory wipes on these children. So by the time they bust, listen, by the time they bust these trafficking rings, especially the ones with children, so young or even under a certain age, they don't remember what happened to them because a memory wipe happened. They can't place a lot of these children because they can't find the parents because the children look different from reconstructive surgery of the face. And then they make them wards of the state. They do fake adoptions, aka selling them to the highest bidder, aka a lot of people families. And people be like, oh, you can't be adopted. You look just like them. Facial reconstruction. You ever notice you look like somebody, but you don't look like them? You ever notice how often you go around people and they always trying to embed in your head? Like every time you see an older motherfucker, the only thing that they got to say, you look just like your daddy. You look just like your mama. That's all they ever fucking say. That is magic. That's word magic to keep putting you in an illusion, because as long as they make you think you look like somebody, your body will continue to grow where you look like a person. Okay, prime example. A couple that's been together for forever, they start off looking like two completely different people. They be together for so long because they have shared energy with each other. They be together for so long, they start looking alike. Okay. Family is the top card on this deck. Oh, baby. 10 of Pentacles. Baby, 10, 10, 10. Back when I tell you, this Emperor, listen. This Queen of Swords in the reverse, her father, he has had facial reconstruction many times. And I keep hearing the word Burundi. So take that as it resonates. This man, nonetheless, he is a fire sign Taurus or Aries. He's going to be linked to all this shit. 10, listen, I shuffled these cards not too long ago. There's 10 of Cups, baby. 10 of Pentacles. Do you hear me? 10 of Wands. Because it's going to be, everything is going to be linked to the money. The money is now being followed. Why we don't have enough money in this country as hard as we work? 9 to 5, blood and bone, day in, day out. Why we don't have enough money? We pay enough fucking taxes. And I still say we, because even if I don't have a 9 to 5 job, nigga, I buy shit. So I pay high sales tax in the state of Arkansas, damn near 11%. We pay taxes. So why the country don't have money to feed us? Because we gave these motherfuckers permission to feed us. This is our fucking land. This is our planet. Period. God didn't place us on here with all the resources we need in order for us to be able to fight and struggle and betray each other for a meal, for $1. We the energy. We the resource. We the wealth. That's why they target you when you're a child. Time you come out, baby. Immunizations. Just pump that motherfucker full of them immunizations. I bet you their memory be gone there. All that lead and that mercury and shit and them nanobots and them immunizations. Nanobots that's in your system from the time you a baby. So by the time you get to a certain age, you're way more susceptible to mind control via the ELS, extra electromagnetic low frequencies or extra low frequencies that the towers emit, that the light poles emit, that the LED light bulbs emit, that the TVs emit. They activate, and then the chemtrailing, they're activating the nanobots that they put in people's body when they're fucking born. Call me conspiracy theorists. It's proving to be more than a conspiracy. Remember they had all them fucking news reports and stuff, breaking news, where mercury was mercury, which is deadly in the lowest amounts, toxic and deadly to any human body, right? Especially an adult. But they were found to have high levels of mercury in the immunization shots, even pieces of metal. Them pieces of metal was fucking nanobots. The mercury is liquid nanobots. Yeah, Terminator. Y'all think our technology, we just now becoming technological? Hell nah. Bro, there's so much highly advanced technology, you wouldn't even believe it. Time travel real. Portals are real. Energy weapons are real. The government even came out and displayed to us, to the public part, about the energy weapons to be able to disperse crowds. What do they do with them energy weapons? The ones that they showed us, right? It sends a frequency to the crowd that causes extreme distortion to make the people in the crowd go crazy enough to disperse. They put it out there in our faces. But, for the most part, too many people too busy being whores and fucking, men and women. Not everybody in the collective. For those of you that have waken up, you kind of come out of that and stuff. Even if you're sexually active, you kind of you're more in a protective state. But for the people who too busy fucking, chasing after dick, chasing after twat and tail, okay? Sexually confused. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this shit. That's because there's a massive disruption of our natural organic signatures. We don't know what the fuck to do. They are scrambling our signals. Therefore, people are born confused, and this is no disrespect to the community. Don't ever think I'm disrespecting you. You motherfuckers powerful than a bitch. I respect y'all like a motherfucker. For the ones of you that are in the community, right? I'm just trying to, for the people that struggle with these types of things and you wonder why, you feel like you were born in the wrong body, scrambling the signals. What is a memory? What is DNA? It's codes. What are signals? They're composed of codes. What's the fabric of this false matrix of the universe? It's codes, binary codes. So when you scramble up these motherfucking words and shit, you get confusion. You get distortion. You get illusions. You get delusions. High rates in mental. Man, they steady introducing new mental disorders. Did you know that they decided? Look it up. Don't ever take my word for it, collective. Look it up. Did you know that the National Society of Psychiatry, psychiatry therapy, psychology, that they have now classified They have made a mental name and classification for people who are demonically possessed. Look this shit up, bro. They have now classified it into a subject of psychology. They have people who are possessed. Who, baby? Collective, I'm finna get off of here. 10, 10, 10. It's so much shit that's gonna be blown wide out the water. Endings. Listen, endings. That shit over with. And there's an emperor that's about to be linked to this shit. This King of Swords, King of Wands, his father could be the emperor. His father is a part of this too. There's a King of Wands, King of Swords whose father is into this. This man has pull too. This emperor, he has pull as well. But he declined this King of Swords invitation to help him fight for whatever it is that's going on with the Two of Swords and with the Ten of Swords. Baby, I cannot make it up. There go this King of Wands. I'm telling you, this King of Wands that is a healer, bro. I'm telling you. That has been held back. That has been getting held back from getting judgment or calling judgment on these corporations that target, experiment on the children of the sun, that are heavily fucking protected. What else? That have been watched and surveilled from the time that you were born with the Two of Wands. These people turn their back. They look the other way. People are aware. There are at least 7 conglomerates that's about to go down. 8 of them already walked away, washed their hands with some shit, but they're still going to be implicated in some shit. You hear me? Do you hear me? All these people are cults. All these people do magic. All these people are practitioners. All these people take a pay cut to sacrifice children of the sun. And there's a Queen of Swords who's directly linked to every single one of them. And it's this King of Swords, King of Wands wife. This bitch is in the reverse. She's in the reverse. I don't care what it is. She's in the reverse. This woman got her hand heavily into all this stuff because she was groomed by her father and by her family, but mainly her father, to take over this family business. But it was never going to last. They were always going to be made to surrender this shit. They were always going to be made to accept defeat in this shit. And this Queen of Swords is in her hand, in her heads, because she feels like that this was in her hand and she dropped the fucking ball. And how she dropped the ball. This woman do too much. See, she fucked up. She could have had everything in the bag, had everything set where she wasn't sloppy, but she got sloppy with it. Because this is giving me sloppy. She got sloppy with it when she tried to keep this King of Swords, King of Wands from walking away from her, from leaving her. She got in her feelings about that. Yep, I'm telling you, he tried to leave her, move on to calmer waters and stuff, and stand in his power, and stand in his power. Do you hear me? And because I'm telling you, this man could be in love with a queen of pentacles, or this could be her where he's in love. No, this man could be very much so in love with a Queen of Pentacles that is in the public eye. That's this Wheel of Fortune, abundant energy that he wants to work with, baby, with the Ace of Pentacles. And this is when this woman lost her motherfucking marbles. This is when this Queen of Swords got sloppy with her shit and lost her marbles, baby. And she started doing all this bullshit behind the scenes to one person. But sometimes when it's this big, all it takes is one domino to fall for the rest to motherfucking fall where they lay or fall where they may right after. All it takes is one. Temperance angel, earth angel. All it takes is one. Then listen, this earth angel, whoever this is, it could be this masculine. There's a prophecy about this person. This was already prophesied to happen by way of this earth angel, whether it's somebody else or whether it's this King of Wands, King of Swords energy. There's a prophecy that this was going to play out this way. It was already written with the 9 of Pentacles. It was damn sure written. Justice is here. King of Cups, the High Priestess. I cannot make it up with the Fool. That somebody, it was going to take one to free the people. Or it could be a one collective to free the people. Yeah, a collective. Wounded warriors of a spiritual war that has been going on. I heard militia. That has been going on for centuries, for thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of years. Y'all don't know how old this shit, the spiritual war is. It's really old. That's why they built that CERN machine to teleport this entire plane of existence into a parallel universe or alternate reality. So our ancestors couldn't find us. And so long as they kept us bound by this false godhood, who God, what's the God, was it? We were never going within and knowing that God is within us, because then we would know to call out for our ancestors. And no matter if they use these CERN machines and whatever else that they have that they haven't told us about, because CERN, that's just of the public sector. There's shit of the private sector they haven't told us that they've been using. But I'm telling you, they moved our realm into a parallel universe, an alternate reality. And then they memory wiped us. They memory wiped us. So we would never remember who we are. We would never remember who our ancestors are, so we could call on them, because no matter where they teleported this entire plane and all of us to, when we call on the ancestors, the spirit guides, the source, most high God, as a collective, they fucking hear us. They will be able to detect where the signature, the sound, the frequency of the collective awakening is coming from, and they will find us no matter what. And now the motherfuckers up there fighting in the sky because they done found us. Now there's a mothership on its way here that's gonna fuck some shit up. Okay, think I'm playing. I'ma always tell the truth, collective. This not just a fucking conspiracy. This real life. This shit going on in real life to us. It really is. Handlers being paid to be in your life. You being strategically placed. You thought you moved to that city or that place just by design, just by coincidence. No, there are no coincidences. Okay? Coincidences mean chance, and chance is a game of gamble, and God don't gamble. God more so is a God of synchronicities, right? So that means there's an infinite number of possibilities how God can play things out. But nonetheless, God don't work off chance. God work off synchronicities, right? There are no coincidences. That's a false narrative. There are only synchronicities. I'm going to go ahead and close off on this one, collective. And I pray that this helped you wherever you are on your journey. I do not expect all that to come out. They just be, baby, when I say the divine, they just take over. They just take over. And I can't help it, but it is my job. It is my duty to myself, to the Most High God source, as well as to the collective. So collective, I'm going to just sign off. Y'all know how I say, don't let this world define you. We don't even know what this fucking world is, bro. One day I will, maybe, maybe. I will get on here and I will tell y'all some real truths. Real truths. But until then, don't let this world define you. Define yourself. Man, know thyself. Like I define me, because I am your girl, the dual-natured alchemist, Shade, the dual alchemist. And I love being of service to you, collective. Okay? Crazy and all, bitchy and all, loving and all. And I'll see you guys on the next one.